Greetings and salutations, it's Black Friday, which means everyone is almost about to be trampled trying to get that deal for their kid for the PS5 or the new Xbox, or whatever is the current highest, popular thing going on for this holiday season. Or whatever you're going to get for your wife or your significant other. But today, looking at Black Friday, and all the things that would have been huge when it came to the holiday season. Whether it's things like, say, the Cabbage Patch Dolls, or perhaps Tickle Me Elmo. Heck, we can even talk about the PS2, other things of that nature. But let's, start out of it. I did not grow up in the 80s, but, my mom was, kind of growing up in the, she was, I was not born yet in the 80s. But in 1983, the Cabbage Patch Dolls was a thing that came out. Yes, I know you're probably thinking, say, today, But these were a huge thing. These were huge.
Good parents for Cabbage Patch Kids.
The Cabbage Patch Kids. Each doll is different, and you can pretend to adopt them.
My baby has a real diaper.
You can love and care for them, like your very own.
You're a pal. You're the only one. I love you.
They're each one of a kind. They're Cabbage Patch Kids. You can give them all your love.
Cabbage Patch Kids are each sold separately. Each doll comes with a pretend birth certificate and adoption papers from Coleco.
And the fact that, how you can picture, waiting in line for GameStop or other stores to get that hot new thing. This is how it was, too. Whenever someone heard a shipment that was going out for a Cabbage Patch Doll, my family, my mother told me that, my aunt had told us, now can you go, now there is a truck with only 15. Can you go get one? So that, when you hear that, news, you're gone, and all that. And apparently, violence broke out on major cities, including Sears, JCPenney's, Ward's, and Macy's. Heck, even, Kmart and Zara tried to manage crowds with purchase tickets. Purchases tickets, which means you have to show a ticket that you're purchasing this thing. So yeah, that was one of the most, Cabbage Patch Dolls, they were popular in the 80s. Well, it's a good thing they haven't made a film about that, because that popularity and all that stuff would be coming back full force. One thing that was extremely, a huge thing, is, the one thing that was extremely popular in the 90s was, Sesame Street was a huge thing as well.
Waiter at your service, sir!
Waiter, there's a fly in my soup. Could you do something about it?
There is a fly in your soup in this establishment?
Yeah.
I shall do something about it instantaneously, sir.
But, Tickle Me Elmo. And if you didn't know, the Tickle Me Elmo was actually a huge thing. People were trying to get this thing. In a way, it was humongous. Basically, the whole, what made it popular was, it was very, for younger children. But at the same time, that didn't stop people from, trying to get it and, tagging others for it.
The drawing for this little guy really was a last-ditch effort by parents here to try and get a Tickle Me Elmo under their Christmas tree. Stores all over the country, including this Walmart in Belleville, ran out of Tickle Me Elmos about a month ago.
What do you make of this whole Elmo craze?
I think it'll be over in about a week.
I don't see what's so good about it.
But one thing that actually happened, though, by the end of the holiday season, people were selling the, the toy, which was, $30 for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. So yes, scalpers, yeah, they were thriving back in the 90s too. Another little thing that was extremely popular in the 90s as well were fur babies. Yes, looking at them, like, nowadays, like, say, you're probably feeling, like, say, this little fuzzy little creature that has a little heart-shaped thing on it. You're feeling, like, say, yep, it was huge.
See you later, Mom. Hey, guys. Ready? Ready!
The $2.99 hamburger Happy Meal makes the little ones happy at a little price that makes you happy. One teeny beanie baby in every meal you buy.
Dream on, Parsons.
And at the same time, yes, like, a lot of people had them. They were tiny. At the same time, a lot of folks could get them. But one thing you probably didn't know is shoppers, they actually fought really hard to get them. In 1999, for instance, a riot broke out between 60 shoppers waiting outside the Hallmark store in Ogden, Utah. In Ogden, Utah, according to the Desert News. And with this, quote, I thought there was a line of adults waiting out there. Store manager Murray Stone told the newspaper after the incident. It was infuriating. Take a couple of seconds to think about it. We are talking about a toy. A stuffed toy, that is. Other like things that were very popular when it came to Black Friday would be things like, say, the Furby. And you're probably thinking, like, say, the Furby. Yes. Basically I had one as a child. Basically what it was like a furry version of a Mogwai. And then it was eyes that would light up, and it would just go like, say, it would just have like little like things it would say. It was cute.
A fancy dinner.
Joe, more Furbies, more fun.
A stuffy office.
Dance. Boogie.
More Furbies, more fun.
Sleep.
A quiet slumber party.
Me. Sleep.
More Furbies, more
Heck, it would, you know, like whenever like something was popular, because it would just go out. And apparently, like, say, say some of them would cost $30, but they sold for as much as $200 on eBay. And eventually they came back in like a bit of a comeback in 2012, and yeah, that was like a thing. Like, you know, they started to like become more electrical, like with their eyes, or like like a little screeny thing or something like that. Another little thing that was probably extremely popular, though, that was pretty popular, though, was Tamagotchi. And you don't know what it was. It was basically like a little thing, like a little toy that had a little screen. You push little buttons, and then basically you feed this little critter.
Well, if it isn't Tamagotchi, her new favorite pet.
Yes!
So what's that make me, fish sticks?
Oh, are you hungry?
Oh, no. By all means, feed it. Play till your heart's content.
Look, Goldie! I took good care of her, and she changed again.
Change? How about changing some water here?
Katie, Buzz is here.
So Tamagotchi can pause. I can pause, too. Want to see that again?
Tamagotchi, the original virtual reality pet. Your care determines the pets you get from Bandai.
And basically, you know, he's like a virtual pet. And it was basically huge in Black Friday of 1997. And yeah, basically, what if you didn't keep, like, you know, basically it's like it would keep you prepared for taking care of a real animal. Another big thing was the PlayStation 2, which drew Black Friday crowds after like it was released in March 2000. It still ranks today as the top-selling game console of all time, with sales of more than 155 million units. So, but one thing that we're also going to talk about when it comes to things that were a huge Black Friday kind of deal, though, was Bratz. Fashion, you know, you probably think, like, say, Bratz? Really? Well, they were basically almost the successor to Barbie. Like, at the time, They brought in $1 billion in sales between their launch in 2001 and 2003. And yeah, they're still a thing today, so you gotta talk about them. A number of things as the years would go by would be, like, say, video game systems, like, say, the PlayStation, like, you know, the 3. Yeah, my mom, like, when the PS4 came out, my mom had actually waited in line for that thing. Yeah. You still, sometimes, like, even though, like, you know, we get older, we do have to, like, you know, recognize, like, say, how far, like, we might have not known it, but how far, like, our folks did to, you know, bring us that smile on Christmas Day. I'll see you next time.